Today, globalization is an overwhelming world trend. Multinational corporations manufacture products in many countries and sell to customers all around the world. This has then caused over the last decade many debates over the dangers of globalization and the threat it poses to cultural identity. Advocates of anti-globalization view it as a homogenizing force that will lead us inevitably to a loss of diversity, identity, and finally to a general westernization of society. We see this illustrated pretty well in Mr. Walker's caricature of the subject. In it, we can see the atypical American family traveling all around the world, but somehow only visiting overseas branches of American stores. Visiting Paris, the city of fine arts, to buy clothes at Nighttown. Visiting London, a city chock full of historical monuments, to go to Disneyland. And finally, going to Rome, a city famous for its traditional food, to eat at McDonald's. Multinational companies like Starbucks, Coca-Cola, and the rest have made the world today one global market. For the first time in history, your morning cappuccino is the same no matter whether you are sipping it in Tokyo, New York, or Mumbai. It's easy then to assume globalization can only lead us to a simple squandering of diversity, but the truth is far from it. Globalization does in fact enhance our cultural identity through unity. In the last decade, scientific and technological development have brought people closer together. They have helped us create bonds all across the world, increasing exchanges dramatically and bringing a sense of togetherness never seen before. The constant melding of so many different cultures has only led us to the enriching of local communities and to us as individuals. Like Anita Desai, a famous Indian writer once said, "Wherever you go becomes a part of you, somehow." Nowadays, globalization has made it possible for minorities and indigenous people to affirm and defend their culture on a global scale. The most famous examples of this being New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival or Sydney's Yubon Festival, celebrating indigenous culture and music. In conclusion, globalization is reshaping our collective identities by enabling us to experience a wider range of cultures and traditions. Long gone are the days when geographs would refer to a singular national identity, such as the German sense of humor or the French love of wine.